The Oklahoma Highway Patrol said the incident occurred westbound on the Turner Turnpike, in Oklahoma City, near mile marker 141 at around 3 p.m. Sunday when two According to Coke TV, the number of vehicles involved in the crash was not immediately. Video and photos of the crash have been shared widely across social media. Firefighters were seen working to extinguish the smoke and flames from the blaze. The front cabs of two semis were also seen completely smashed in. We are currently working this injury crash on the Turner Turnpike westbound near Post Road, Oklahoma Highway Patrol said in a statement. This is involving multiple semis and passenger vehicles. A hazardous materials team is on scene to monitor runoff with diesel and other vehicle fluids leaking, officials said, adding that the interstate could be closed for up. The crash came as snow and ice blanketed large swaths of the U.S. on Sunday, prompting canceled flights, making driving perilous and reaching into areas as far south as Texas Gulf Coast, where snow and sleet were expected. Typically, we just don't have quite this much cold air in place that far south, said Mark Shinar, a meteorologist with the National Weather Service's weather predictions. The storm has prompted officials in Houston, where temperatures were in the 70s earlier this week, to advise residents to prepare for power outages and hazardous roads that could be similar to those experienced in the wake of a Category 5. As rain fell Sunday in the Houston area, the temperature hovered near freezing. This rain will be transitioning over to just freezing rain, sleet and snow during the overnight through early morning hours tomorrow, said National Weather Service meteorologist John Shinar. Said significant ice and up to 12 inches of snow were expected across parts of the southern plains into Monday. Share this article. Share winter weather conditions are affecting large portions of S, but it is rare for them to extend so far south, Shinar said. The Dallas area had a covering of snow by Sunday morning, with flakes still falling, and as much as 6 inches was forecast. With the wintry conditions falling on Valentine's Day, florists stayed busy even as the snow in Fort Worth, where it was already icy and snowy. Gordon Boswell Flowers general manager said delivery drivers were trying to wrap up before conditions got worse later Sunday afternoon. It is icy and snowing and they're calling for more snow, Sherry Kirkman said. Despite the weather, she said they still had some people coming in to pick up gas. We've got plenty all made up, ready to go, Kirkman said. Texas Governor Greg Abbott, who issued a disaster declaration for all of the state's 254 counties, warned on Saturday, all of Texas is facing an extremely dangerous winter. Abbott, Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt and Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson have each activated National Guard units to assist state agencies with tasks including rescuing stranded trucks. The weather was affecting operations at airports across the area, with more than 760 flights canceled at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, and at Dallas-Love Field. Most of the nearly 200 flights for Southwest Airlines, the airport's main carrier, American Airlines, said about 345 of their flights were canceled at DFW Airport, its hub, by early Sunday afternoon. The airline said the storm was also affecting their flights across the region, with operations reduced and canceled at airports across Texas, Oklahoma, and officials were discouraging travel in the wintry conditions. By early Sunday afternoon, the Texas Highway Patrol had reported several multi-car pileups in West Texas, including one that involved 25 vehicles and shut down a portion of interstate. The National Weather Service said Sunday that the forecast through early Tuesday calls for 8 to 12 inches of snow in central Oklahoma, and 4 to 8 inches in an area extending from eastern Texas to the Ohio Valley in the north. In Memphis, Tennessee, snow had started falling, and while main roads were still passable, lines were forming at grocery stores as people rushed to. In Mississippi, sleet in Jackson and other central parts of the state left roads and bridges slick. Bill Parker, a National Weather Service meteorologist in Jackson, said up to 3/4 of an inch of ice could accumulate in central Mississippi, bringing the possibility of power outages or falling. Parts of Kentucky and West Virginia still recovering from an ice storm last week are expected to get up to 1/4 inch of ice or up to 8 inches of snow by Tuesday. About 19,000 customers remained without electricity in southern West Virginia and about 9,000 in eastern Kentucky on Sunday from the storm that moved through on Wednesday, and utilities warned of the likelihood for additional power outages due to falling. Hundreds of utility crews and contractors were traveling Sunday to be in place if additional outages. In Texas, the Electric Reliability Council of Texas, which manages the flow of electric power in the state, was asking customers to reduce electricity use as much as possible through Tuesday, including closing shades to reduce the amount of heat loss through windows and avoiding the use of large appliances. We are experiencing record-breaking electric demand due to the extreme cold temperatures that have gripped Texas, said ERCOT President and CEO Bill May. At the same time, we are dealing with higher than normal generation outages due to frozen wind turbines and limited natural gas supplies available to generate. Meanwhile, in the Pacific Northwest, tens of thousands of people were without power after a winter storm blanketed the region with ice and snow and made travel treacherous.